Do I have bumper stickers on my shower door? Oh, if you've taken a selfie on the toilet. Boy, I've been on the fence all these years, Jeff Foxworthy, but you might just be a redneck. And I got this the other day when I stopped by one of my relatives at Walmart. They were working. I took it and ran out the front door. But regardless, now's the time of year where you might just be sitting around and you might see a family member or friend unexpectedly. Suddenly it's oh, did an angel get its wings? No, it's your weird Uncle Bruce going, oh, I stopped by to celebrate Boxing Day, ooh. And it's like, man, I wasn't counting on Bruce stopping by. And you look around and you look around and you go, aha! There you go, Bruce. Happy Kwanzaa. Now get out. But my ma, you know, we came from a big Catholic family. Christmas was very big for us. We always had gifts on hands, and you didn't come over and leave with nothing. And that's what today's video is all about. Just what to have on hand for when friends and family stop by. You know how we do just about this time, every time on the program? I'm Murph, and we're about to do this.
Can Murph do this? 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 Can Murph do this?
Friends stop by of all ages and all inclinations. Maybe you got teenage kids who stop by with their friends and you know their parents well, or you knew them well in school and you don't want to send them off empty-handed. Or maybe, you know, somebody's uncle's in town, you have coffee with every week and they're like, oh, I'm bringing my cousin Steve. Well, you don't need to get all flustered and run down to the 7-Eleven and put a bulb on a Slurpee and be like, oh, I don't know you, Steve, and I never heard of you before 45 minutes ago, but I bought this for you. You can have some tasteful stuff on hand. You don't even have to wrap it that well just to keep things kosher. You need 12 if it's Hanukkah, for when your friends stop by. And we got a couple of these things today. Some are simple, you know, maybe the person was a jerk when they were at your house. Maybe they went and they upper decked you in the bathroom, or, you know, didn't wipe their feet. Now you got a bunch of Croc footprints of Croc. It's the middle of February, or the middle of December, Denise. Why are you wearing Crocs? I mean, granted, it's been a warm year, but holy cow, show some respect. In that case, you may just want to have some simple candy around, and these are a Christmas fave. The cherry cordials, these are Zachary's brand. Don't know Zachary, but he's big on the cherry cordials. They're made with real milk chocolate. You can get dark chocolate too. I find they're usually better when they're dark chocolate. But if you ever wanted to bite into something and have the satisfaction of chocolate with a chaser or cough medication, these cherry cordials are for you. And they're relatively cheap. You can get a box, so I saw a box that looked like a checker box when I was at the store the other day. And I was like, man alive, you're either putting those out at the company Christmas party or to your Uncle Steve, who says, don't tell your grandma I'm having sweets, because he's got the diabetes and he's got half a foot. And he's like, I don't have fingers anymore, so stick them in my mouth, boy. And I'm like, Uncle Steve, I'm out of here. And then you just slink backwards out of the room and hide behind the Christmas tree. But that's a good cheap, and you can grab a bunch of them, stuff stockings with them too. But that's a good one to have by if somebody comes and it's just like, hey, I need a quick present. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. That sucker's wrapped. You're on your way. Now, there's things you can get away with certain people that you can't get away with others. But say somebody stopped by that you're just really not cool with their hygiene. You can keep these fancy dancy dental Dentagard advanced oral motion power toothbrushes around, and when that guy with the yuck mouth stops by and he's like, and he's just got like stuff dripping off his teeth or stuff dripping off his gums, or at this point stuff dripping off a hole in his face because he's no longer even got gums. You can give this and be like, hey, hold on, this is a power toothbrush, there's no batteries. Well, batteries not included. That was the big phrase. My dad, he used to say the batteries are never included, and we'd always get these intricate play sets, and he'd have to put them together, and it was like a G.I. Joe holy headquarters, and he'd have to put stickers on it. Batteries not included. Here you go. There's a couple extra brushes in there. I'm sure you'll never use this. Have a nice life. I feel sorry for your mother and your dentist. Moving right along. Candy. again, is an integral part of Christmas. You know, give me a figgy pudding, give me a figgy pudding. I've never had figgy pudding, but I imagine it's a lot like flan. It just has a form and it's resilient. Anyways, candy canes don't go just great on a tree. They're a great gift in short order. And there's a lot of exotic ones out now. Like, oh, look at these. A&W Dr. Pepper and Crush. Oh, I can't wait to try one of those. Here's a life hack. Just get a can of pop. It doesn't have to be an A&W, a Dr. Pepper or Crush, and stick one of those in there. And act like you learned that from one of those Food Network shows where everybody's always teaching you how to make exotic drinks. And then there's Hershey's Chocolate Mint Candy Cane. Oh, I can't wait to try one of those. I love chocolate and mint. But the one I really want to try here first on the air with you folks is the Pixie Stick, because it's filled with candy powder. So it's like a actual pixie stick in the form of a candy goodness. So let's see what this is all about. And candy canes are one of those things that you can't open. So you just snap into it like a Slim Jim. Oh, look at that. Well, you can't see too good because it's kind of thin. But let's see. I'm going to do the old Mr. Owl from Tootsie Pop and just go ahead and bite this right off the bat. Wow. It's got a little bit of a pop rock sensation where the Pixie Stick. But yeah, I'm tasting the Pixie Stick. It overpowers whatever flavor that pink is supposed to be. I don't know if it's watermelon or snozberry or what, but know your portion. One candy cane is 60 calories and 700 grams of sugar. So keep them away from Uncle Steve, because he's going to be like, just put it in my mouth, boy. You don't want to do that. Candy canes, they're not insane. So if you have a classy lady in your life, or just a fellow that likes scents, and I'm not talking about buffalo wings and motor oil and fresh cut grass, you'll know that you get a lot of candles for Christmas. This candle is mine. I'm not giving this one away. But I just so happen to have stocked up on an entire box of Winter Mittens mainstay candles. Now, if you ask me what Winter Mittens smelled like, and I had a gun to my head, I would say it smelled like somebody's dog, or snot, or just like railing. Like, I don't know what Winter Mittens are supposed to smell like. Is it supposed to smell like game, which you just like, after all these washes or all these non-washes, it still smells delicious? We're going to find out together. I'm going to give this an old whiffaroo and give you my first blush reaction to what a winter mitten smells like. Maybe you got to light it, but to me it smells like Febreze and like the underneath part of your car seat, like when you get down there and vacuum. Maybe you gotta light it, but I'm not allowed to have matches. So anyways, you keep a bunch of these around, friend stops by, oh, I got this just for you, I was thinking about you on Black Friday. And then you get better bows that stick, there we go. And then they're on their way, wrapped up, no fuss, no muss. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty of the matter here. And there's a lot of these things you'll see. Every big brand has it. I think even McDonald's has it. They have one stuffed with chicken nuggets and French fries. Or maybe not. Maybe that's just how I like to eat them. But you get these mugs with stuff in them. And, you know, it's like cocoa, and it's made in China, and you're wondering if there's lead in it, because, like, do I really want to drink this? Does the FDA know what's going on with this? But I found these fancy Hershey S'mores ones. And if you look back on last week's video with the McRib reimagined, you'll see how I feel about s'mores. But I got this one because I had a question in my heart. What the hell's going in these mugs? You get two nice Hershey mugs, but there's a candy bar, some marshmallows, and some graham crackers. Was this just a way for Hershey to push their s'more propaganda at Christmas? What's going in these mugs? You don't even drink milk with a s'more. Like, it's a s'more. You eat it alone at a campfire. I don't understand how this all ties together. That'd be like me giving you... Like, it would make more sense to have a Campbell's Cup of Soup mug with a can of Campbell's tomato soup without the milk. And you just put it in the mug and you throw it in the microwave and you're vastly disappointed and you feel like you're drinking tomato syrup. But good try, Hershey. That's a quality mug, that's a quality snack, but it has no business. Stick to what you know. Put some Hershey's cocoa in a mug with some kind of mixing device and put it out, and everybody will be really happy to buy it 2 days after Christmas when everything goes to 75% off. But I digress. Something that's never 75% off is our videos. You get those completely free. Don't forget to subscribe. You can comment about bad presents that have been handed off to you below. It's that time of year. You're going to get some bad presents. You're going to get some duplicate presents. You're going to get some duplicate bad presents. You're going to have 7 things of cologne. And are people just telling me that I smell? Or did they really, or was this a free gift that a bunch of my aunts got and they all gave me? And then they're like, oh, you got 7 of those now. And it's like, yep. And they're all going to get stacked up with my Hershey s'mores. And the next thing you know, you'll see a picture of it on Instagram at Ken Murph Do This. Twitter is also at Ken Murph Do This. Don't forget the Facebook. You get to see, if you get on Facebook this time of year, you got a whole bunch of pictures of people putting up trees and like throwing snow. And those bad Christmas cards where it's like, oh, Dad's gonna fall putting up the tree. And then the kids are all like, oh, Daddy, we got you. And the kids are just hating life. They're wearing bad sweaters. It's no fun for nobody. Yes, you can also see in our holidays section here, and I'll vamp and hold on a second because YouTube doesn't like those little balloons too close together. You see the subscription one and that one, they can live together, but I have to wait at least 15 seconds before I tell you after the holidays to go to reviews and just stick with us. It's Christmas. Christmas time is here. Next week, we're going to be telling you about all the new good Christmas cookies that are out there. Christmas cookies, caroling, Christmas cards, those are all things you don't deal with when you're a bachelor, but I've got some special Christmas cookies just for you. And until next week, I don't know if this is some kind of jingle bell or if it's some kind of thing for pretending you're a reindeer in the bedroom. Who knows? Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the veins, blood is glistening. A beautiful sound is coming from down in the Mr. Grumpy territory. So anyways, until next time, I'm Murph. Stop by, you'll get one of these neat presents, or you might get a barrel of a shotgun if you go to my Uncle Steve's house. But he can't fire it because he doesn't have fingers because of the diabetes. We'll see you next week when we will once again do this.